Hello everyone, my name's Idiotic Synergy, and I am here with Kaylan. Say hello.
Hello again.
Hello, I've kidnapped a Scottish person, and that's why we're doing this.
Yes, he has. This is against my will. Uh, half against, and half I'm fine doing it. Both against
Stockholm
my will
Syndrome.
and what?
Stockholm Syndrome.
Ye- mm, eh,
Anyway, Aberrants.
yes.
Let's talk about these Aberrants. They put the abs in Aberrants. I meant, look at them.
Yeah, definitely. Like, damn.
Are they as big as Ogrins or not?
No, 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 no. They're just the abominants are a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger.
Yep,
I
or just about the same size.
I do like their weapons. It's all just mining equipment.
Yeah.
That's really cool. How?
Sadly,
Oh, sorry.
no, sorry. Sadly, the stop sign is kind of really bad in game.
Ah. What's bad in game? Sorry.
Just, see on the Games Workshop website if that's what you're on.
Yep.
Um, see the guy at the front.
Yep. The guy with a. Ah, I see
Got
it. This has got a
yes,
sign. Yes.
really bad in game. It's kind of bad in game. Not as good as like the other weapon, but we will see in the But
Yeah.
we're talking about the weapons. Where's
I
this
I
outline?
do I do love them. They are really grotesque models, and I really
Yeah.
like them.
Them and the Abominant is the reason I started Genestealer cults in the first place.
They're really weird looking, and they're just really. I like them. So,
Yeah.
so I see here the hypermorph. It says options to build a single hypermorph. I assume that's the sergeant.
Yeah, the equivalent basically, yeah, just the sergeant equivalent.
Okay. So I've also noticed that it's got a tail. So
Yeah. That's basically the thing to differentiate it for the
okay.
other one, so it's the hypermorph.
Yeah, it's I love, like, if you look at its mouth, the one holding the sign, its mouth is really horrible. Like, it's got two. It's like one big tongue.
I'm very tempted to make a joke, but I don't think that's suitable.
Oh god. It is like one giant tongue that's been melded with two tongues. It's horrible.
Yeah. Most of them, I really like their head options.
Yeah. I think
They're very customizable.
yeah. I think my favourite one is the one that looks a bit like Squidward.
Yeah, same. Same, I really like that
Yeah.
weird head.
Though saying that, this one looks like Sloth from the Goonies.
I have only watched the Goonies like a couple times in my life.
You have never seen the Goonies.
No, I've saw it before.
Okay.
But only a
I
couple
was about
times.
to say, are we going to have a fight? How dare
Nah,
you?
nah, nah,
Okay.
no.
It is really. This one's really odd looking, but he's got like a really big pickaxe or a hammer.
But what one? What one?
It's a hammer with a spike. It looks like a really good mining tool.
Hmm. Oh yeah, the one without like the wee little, the one standing on the definitely not tactical rock.
Yeah, the the tactical rock is everything. Holy hell. Okay, sorry. I've just seen more You're right, they are really highly customizable. One of them's got a rock in his hand.
Uh, nah, it's not a rock. That's a skull, unless you're looking at a different one.
No, I'm looking at, like, if you press on the slides, one of them's got like a massive rock in his hand. Can you
Oh,
use
aye,
a
aye,
rock
aye.
like a ranged weapon?
No, sadly you can't. That would be cool, but
Oh,
sadly
you
you can't.
can't.
That would be
That's
the best
shit.
grenade weapon in all of 40k. It'd be
You just lob rock at someone. Oh no!
yeah,
Who will win in a fight? One chapter master who's got thousands of years of service behind him, or one free-armed boy? Just
Well, I mean,
yeet.
hey, they are more stronger than custodians. If you listen to that one, have you heard the Lore Crimes? That one podcast.
No, I haven't.
Pancreas No Work is very funny. Does it? But that's not the topic of this video.
Yeah, there's one that looks like Cthulhu or Squidward. It looks horrible.
Mm.
I absolutely love the grotesque body horror of it, but it's also quite comical.
Yeah.
In a way, it's really nicely done. I can see why you really like these.
Yeah, I'm a very big fan of that new boarding patrol.
Yeah, I've seen.
So good.
I've covered the boarding patrol, and
Yeah,
yeah,
I also done it, but I just focused on the Genestealer cults. But when I just said, "Oh, you need to come on to get this one. This is the best one because it's Genestealer cults."
Yeah, just
Yeah,
anything.
definitely not. Yeah, definitely not self-advertising. What I might do is I might just sell the characters for us. Might buy it, sell the characters for us.
Anyway, I am interested to know what their rules are. I'm a bit annoyed that you can't use the rocking game. I want to throw rock at people.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Who doesn't like to throw rocks?
There's, I don't know why, but there is one. I like this one mainly because it's really simplistic in design, but it's three arms wielding like a massive hammer to hit people. And I quite like how simple its design is. And they're small. Are they? So they're not as big as Ogrins, or bigger?
No, they're smaller. Just like it. I would imagine they're smaller. They are actually. One time in game, they're versed Ogrins, and they were quite a bit taller than them.
That's a shame.
I actually won my first game of Genestealer cults yesterday. What was very good.
Congrats!
Yeah, it was very close. I took my Aberrants out of a rock grinder after the unit that was on the rock grinder. What was the bikers died, and they just kind of stepped there. They just stayed there the whole time.
Nice.
Yeah. Georgie's in the background.
I do wish they were Ogrin sized, because then I would just kit bash my Ogrins. These would look mental from Necromunda. Like, have some really odd mutated Ogrins. They would look really cool.
Can you use the Aberrants Necromunda? Don't know if I said that like that.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's just regular Genestealers. However, you can make most gangs into Genestealer cults. So it is possible. It is possible to have a Genestealer Slave Ogrin gang, where Ogrins are like Genestealer corrupted, so they have 3 arms.
That's interesting. That's cool.
I just wish this was like I wish they were sort of the similar size of an Ogrin, so then kit bashing them would be easier. But then again, there's means and ways around it. So, should we have a look at the rules?
Yes, good idea. Something the whole one thing I like about the small little bit of the Aberrants, Abominant, and then the Biophagus is the doctor guy who kind of makes the Aberrants in the lore and stuff.
Nice.
They're all very cool models. They're some of the best models in Genestealer cults. Right, let's look at the rules.
We will cover that guy when we get to him.
What a great way to just hint at a different video.
That's fine. To be fair, it beats me rambling just on my own constantly.
Yeah. I've been told I work better when other people are in videos with me. If not, I just sound very monotone like this. But when other people are there, I sound a bit more lively. You could say something like that.
That's all good. Anyway, transition to the rules. So these are the rules. Yeah, transition went well.
No, sadly not as good the last one, but I'll do.
Yeah. So, So the stats of the Aberrants and the Aberrant Hypermorph are quite similar. With
Yeah.
the Aberrant, being moving 6 inches, weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 6. Even though they don't have any guns, they have a ballistic skill.
Yeah, I don't understand why they do that when things that don't have guns have a ballistic skill. It's very weird.
I kind of want I kind of want an option that you can give an Aberrant for las pistol, and
Yeah, I
like
mean,
just give
I
one a
really want
las
like
pistol.
heavy weapon aberrants, but that's probably too OP.
It
Like
depends
with
what.
the industrial weapons for Genestealer cults are like kind of busted. Like for example, probably the best one, the mining laser. I was quite talk about that. That's just a completely different
Yes.
thing. But no, so I meant seismic cannon. It's there's two things. There's a long wave. What's a heavy 6, 4 strength 4 -1 AP1 damage, and there's the short wave. What's heavy 3 strength 6 -2 AP 2 damage. Was very good.
Yikes. Anyway,
Yeah, that'll be crazy in actual average.
so it's also strength 5 and toughness 5. They've got 3 wounds apiece.
Yeah,
Which
very
that ain't
bulky.
bad. That ain't bad at
Yeah,
all.
very bulky. Just about a Terminator stat line for way cheaper, I
Yeah,
think, or
they're
just
only
about.
27 points as well. Attacks 2, but the sergeant gets 3.
Yeah,
Leadership
hypermorph.
leadership 7 and a 5 up regular save.
Yeah, Gene Records don't have very good saves, sadly.
However, they do get conceal and unquestioning loyalty.
What a great work. They're so good.
Yeah. So, their weapons. They've got heavy improvised weapon, heavy power weapon, and the tail.
The tail is the best one's the heavy power weapon, as you'll see.
Okay, so the heavy improvised weapon is strength +1, so
Strength
that's
6.
strength 6, AP -1, damage 2. However, it's got an ability. Each time an attack is made with this weapon, excess damage it inflicts is not lost. Instead, keep allocating excess damage to another model in the target unit until either all the excess damage has been allocated or the target unit is destroyed.
It is good, but like I personally prefer the heavy power weapon.
Also, it's only damage 2. So unless you're
Yeah,
fighting guardsmen, yeah, that's
but I don't do very much.
yeah. Unless you're fighting like a bunch of people with 1 wounds, that's I don't know whether or not that one's. So
Yeah, I just take the heavy power weapon with all of my aberrants, as you'll see when you look at
yeah.
it, and then look at all the attacks and see how much damage it can do if you roll perfectly.
Yeah, and also with the heavy improvised weapon, only the Aberrant Hypermorph can take it.
Yeah, like
So
I
you might
think
as well
adult
go.
it
So you might as well go with the regular heavy power weapons.
exactly.
So the heavy power weapon is strength +3, so strength 8, because
Crazy.
just fuck your infantry, I guess.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, or knights, or
yeah,
just anything. Get in a fight with anything. Probably dead if you hit and roll well.
get beamed. Just get beamed. AP
Beat like
-2, damage 3. That is
3 damage is insane.
yeah. That you can one shot Custodes.
Yeah,
That's really
or
good.
yeah, or like if you get enough in where like the if I'm correct, if you have a squad of 10, so 90, 22, 21, 22 attacks, and you hit and roll and they don't make any saves, that's like 3 times 21. I'm not bothered making the math. That's a 66 damage if I'm correct.
That's really good.
Yeah, if you roll perfectly, so that's 66 damage if my math is correct, but it's probably not.
It's better than my maths, mate.
Yeah.
I like the fact you can conceal these guys, and they can
Yeah,
just jump out. That's horrible.
yeah.
Bestial Vigor. Each time an attack is allocated to a model in this unit, subtract 1 from the damage characteristic of that attack. God, that
Yeah,
is that is
to a minimum of 1.
so they can sneak up. They've got conceal, and they can just charge in. And even if you've got like a weapon, like damage 2 weapon, it will only do 1 attack to them, 1 damage
Yeah,
to them.
I mean, I don't really like sticking them up in or do the other units. I like putting them in a rock grinder with the Abominant and just driving them straight through to the enemy. It's very funny.
Yeah, I can see why the Abominant is always paired with this squad. The I didn't talk about the tail. The hypermorph tail.
Oh yeah,
Each time it's strength of the user, so strength 5, AP -1, damage 1. You make 1 additional attack with this weapon. Alright, cool.
yeah. It's kind of bad.
Yeah, but it's like 1 extra attack, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I take them when I get attacked, but it's kind of pointless. Not gonna lie.
But you can also upgrade them. Lying in wait as traps sprung from every angle, excavate,
Yeah,
they come from below, and our time is nigh.
yeah. That's the proficient plan about is that you can just do a whole video on all of them. Some of them are good, some of them are not very good.
That is
Kind of.
that is really good. The one bad thing I have to say about them though is that there is no invuln save.
Yeah.
So if you manage to do damage to them with like a las cannon or not even a las cannon, if it has AP -1, then you are saving on
So
sixes. Yeah,
but they do get -1 damage, and
yeah. So
that's 5.
it's swings and
And they are free
roundabouts.
wounds.
Yeah,
And they're
true.
free wounds.
They are quite sturdy and tough. Weapon skill 3 is not to be sniffed at, and for the amount of points they are, 27 points per model.
Yeah. I mean, like, they're the most expensive Genestealer Cults unit if you have them in a squad of 10, because that's set to 170 points.
Oh,
But, I mean, I find it worth it because I just really like them.
I now want to do a Genestealer cult army where it's like you have 60 Aberrants.
That's sadly not possible.
Is it not? You can't do.
No, but
Isn't
yeah,
there
but
like a certain detachment you can do where?
yeah, but isn't it like the rule of 3 where you can only have like 3 of max if
Oh,
it's like not a troops
true,
unit?
true.
Yeah, you can still have 30.
All right then, 30 Aberrants.
30 Aberrants and 3 trucks driving them straight across to the enemy.
Just
Terrible list idea. I've made it before. I don't have enough trucks or Aberrants, but I want to do it.
go for it. I really like this army. I really do like this army.
Yeah,
It's quite a fun army, and yeah, it's just nice and fluffy for the most part.
yeah. Some models I'm not the biggest fan of, but like I still really like them. Like
Yeah.
some are just not as good as others.
Looking at the stratagems, there is
Basically, you can give them a transhuman physiology, but it's very good.
yeah. Return to the Shadows. Use this stratagem in your movement phase. When a Genestealer Cult's infantry unit from your army is selected to move, or in your fight phase after a Genestealer Cult's infantry unit from your army has resolved all its attacks, but before it makes a I can't talk today, or when it makes a consolidation move, if that unit is more than 6 inches away from any enemy units, remove it from the battlefield. So you can spawn in, charge, do a bunch of damage, then just spawn out again, then deep strike anywhere else.
Yeah, and the monstrous vigor stratagem is very cool. Use a stratagem in any phase when an aberrant or abominant unit from your army is selected as the target of the attack, or an attack until the end of the phase. Each time an attack is made against that unit, and a modified wound roll of 1 to 3 for that attack fails irrespective of any abilities that the weapon or model
That
making the
is
attack might have.
that's horrible. That's
in a
fucking
good way,
horrible. That's
or
brilliant.
like,
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. But say you're aiming a las cannon at them, then you play that.
yeah, 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 it's
That's
crazy.
brutal.
And then like you can also give them ability if you're playing a custom cults or other cult where like you can't wound them 1 or 2s.
Mm.
Yeah, for the midi culture, it's
Oh my
custom to
god.
toil.
I found another stratagem here.
What one? What one?
Overload fuel cells.
That's a very fun stratagem. Let me find it.
If it's a melee weapon, add 1 to the strength characteristic of that attack.
Oh,
Strength
oh,
9. That is the
strength
same
9.
tough. You're basically wounding Bane blades on 4s.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
and most units on 2s. It's
Yeah,
great. It's so great.
yeah.
I love it.
You are wounding tanks on 3s. Like
I mean, you
most
already
tanks.
would most things on them with them on 2s. Like most basic
That
infantry. Like
is.
you wouldn't space most space marines on 2s.
Oh, that is brutal. I love that.
Yeah,
That is.
I mean, I personally think if it's like 3 times the toughness characteristic, it should wound on 1s because that would just be very funny to me.
No, you wound. You roll a 1 and you wound yourself. You accidentally hit yourself in the bollocks.
I mean, I don't think Aberrants have them.
They probably don't, to be fair.
Yeah,
That went off. And
yeah.
they dropped off at some point.
Oh, but
Okay,
they are
I've
very fun.
just found another horrible stratagem.
Oh, what one? What one?
Lurk in the shadows. At
Yeah,
the
let me find it.
You can basic. Oh mate, that is just sneaky as shit.
I may be creating another Genestealer cultist. I will take that. I will
Lurk in
take
the
it.
shadows.
Oh, there, here I found it. I found it.
Okay, let me know when you do because that
Hey,
is
yeah, I found it. It's kind of crazy.
yeah like. Aha, you can't shoot me. No, 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 no. I'm not the
One,
closest enemy unit.
one, one, what? One stratagem I like is a hyper metabolism, where if you use it in a command phase, one of your characters can gain D3 lost wounds.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
Gene Circles have great stratagems. Like if
yeah.
you play the Cult of the Four-Armed Emperor sub-faction, you can you can just a free stratagem to decrease your next stratagem.
Yeah.
By one,
Twisting.
you can make it, you can do a free stratagem if you play Cult of the Four-Armed Emperor.
Yeah. You get okay, so there's also a stratagem where you can give you need to be you need to be within the bladed cog. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's good. I like that one.
yeah, a
Zero
5
form
up,
biotics
yeah, the 5 up invuln save.
on a. Oh, yeah, that's really good.
Before a battle and it just stays there.
Yeah, Jason Cox have great
Yeah.
stratagems. I really like the booby trap one, but you know we're going very off topic.
Yeah, we are. But seriously, this is a really good unit. Really
Yeah,
solid,
yeah.
really
If you can get
powerful.
them in melee, at least if you can get them in melee.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But then again, they've got conceal. You've got so many stratagems, and you
Yeah,
can shove them in vehicles.
yeah. I
So,
just like putting them in vehicles and driving them straight to the enemy because I just find that really funny.
oh, kamikaze charge and see what happens. That's the
Yeah,
best way.
kamikaze the aberrants and abominant into like a really thick enemy unit and just watch them destroy it. If it explodes, you know, if they all die in the explosion, it was worth it. Because they probably took out a really big threat.
That right there is a warhammer. that
Yeah, as the Warhammer 40,000.
it is so good. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. So, special thanks to Caden for joining me.
Hello, but goodbye,
Yeah,
goodbye,
hello again.
Oh,
Hello.
sorry about that. Sorry
No,
about
that's
that.
fine. I'm keeping it in.
No.
Right.
Aye,
Hello.
that's
Instead
funny.
of saying goodbye, we're just gonna say hello.
Restart the video again.
No.
Make a video on every Genestealer cult unit until the end of time.
No. Right. We're going now. Hello.
You're trapped with me now.
Oh, right. That's it. I'm running away.